Hi guys, this is Match Throw and we are playing Criminal Case Travel in Time, and we are going to case number 20 and we are under arrest again. But I'm not going behind lasers again. Katrina, sticking to the time is royal period is potentially a suicide mission, but if our time machine is in there, we must take that chance. I'm positive the machine is there. That map Katrina found clearly shows a concealed room right in the center of the pyramid. Makes sense to Ptolemies would want to keep a close eye on it. I just hope we can reach it without getting caught. This is our only hope of going back in time to fix everything Amon changed to put the Ptolemies in power. Katrina, it's time for you to head out. Ravi said the best time to infiltrate the pyramid is this evening during the changing of the guards. We're all counting on you. It's lucky our fellow resistance members works incognito in the palace. The guard uniforms he's given us should... Everybody, hands in the air! By order of the Ptolemy dynasty, you are all under arrest for conspiracy against the Ptolemy family. How did you know we were here? Oh no! How did they find us? Katrina, I can't believe we are back in jail. How did the royal guards find us? They rounded off the entire resistance. What if we can't escape? What if we gotta live the rest of our lives in a wrong present? Well, we probably won't get to live much longer anyway. The Faria would never let traitors live. Everybody take a deep breath. Everything's gonna be alright. We can't give up so soon. As Chief Scout would say, don't confuse a single defeat with a hailstorm. Prisoner Katrina. Princess Nefertiti has invited you be brought to her. Just me? You mean a bet? What does that traitor want with us? You shall show the fear to the princess. Now, hurry up. I'll go with you, Katrina. Alright, let's see. What do you have to say? Katrina, there you are. Nefertiti? What? Silence. I didn't bring you here to chit-chat. I need your help. You need the help? We're the ones locked up in jail. We trusted you to bet, Nefertiti, and you did this to us. I did what I had to do for my family. There were some hard choices to make, but I refused to be judged by you. Now, listen. I had you arrested and brought here for a reason. My father, Ramses XLIII, has been murdered, and I need you to find his killer. Well, glad he's dead. One out. The father has been murdered? Yes, this palace is full of two-faced snakes. I can't trust anyone. But you're different, Katrina. You'll uncover the truth. And what do I get in exchange? Why would you think that would help you? Because finding my father's killer would make me much more willing to pardon you. Solve his murder and you may save your own necks. Everyone in the palace is to answer your questions. Your team will also have access to our finest equipment. My father's death must be avenged. Now go. His body is still on the upper balcony at the top of the pyramid. Okay. So you just caught us just so we can investigate the murder. But I would want something in exchange. I solve the murder and you give us the time machine. And we won't tell you what we are going to do. No. Okay, gods, just watch us do our work. Here's how we do. I can't find it here. Where is it? Oh, that one. Egyptian kind of urn. Katria, my head is still reeling. First, the palace guards break into the resistance headquarters and arrest us all. And now Annabeth ordered us to find out who killed her father, the Faria. It's not how I imagined we get into the palace, but at least we could use the investigation as an excuse to search for our time machine. Gosh, look at the Faria, Katrina. He's had molten gold poured over his head. Clearly he had enemies everywhere, even in his own palace. And it's pretty clear that molten gold is what killed him. You're right, there might be a clue in that pile of cushions. Let's search through it. And now that we know what we're dealing with, we better talk to Nefertiti again. Let's do this, Katrina. I still want to call her Nebet. So you got yourself poured with gold. Yep, not going to seize, not going to seize. Isn't that how one guy in Game of Thrones died? I don't know. How did our tyrant die? Well, Katarina, it's the first time I do an autopsy with a guard posted outside my door. Can't say I enjoy it. Yes, Nefertiti might have let us out of jail so we could solve her father's murder, but they're clearly keeping an eye on us. I still can't believe she tasked you with investigating Faria's murder. She clearly doesn't trust anyone in her father's palace. Speaking of the Faria, did you find anything on his body? As you'd expect, the native's head had 4-degree burns. The gold was so hot that it broiled the skull and severely damaged the brain. I used the palace's advanced scanner to analyze the gold. It was so pure that I quickly found traces of a foreign element, a powder that came from sleeping tablets. I deduced that your killer has trouble sleeping. They took a sleeping aid that still had some powder on their fingers when they prepared the gold. Well, the killer will definitely have trouble sleeping now that Katarina is on their trail. That's right. Okay, let's look through the cushions. Remote? For what? Katria, there was a strange remote under those cushions. You're right, as a label for gold temperature, this remote was obviously used in the murder. We better send the remote to Kai and see what he makes of it. What, is the remote supposed to control the bucket where the gold was put? And then you just press the button and the gold will just pour over his head and he's dead. Nebet? Katria, you know how much my father meant to me. Solving his murder is a great honor. And what do I get in return? Sure, you manipulated us for months, betrayed us, then arrested us to help you find your father's killer. What an honor. Anyway, you said you don't trust people in the palace. Anyone specific in mind? Many. My family is rich and powerful, so obviously we have enemies. Any one of them could have done this. And what about you? Where were you at the time of the murder? Here, in my chambers. I just come back from talking to my father in the throne room. In that case, Katarina, we better go inspect the throne room immediately. Yeah, I bet one of the guards is right behind me, watching me. Okay, let's investigate the throne room. Alright, Katria, let's get cracking. The boxing file has a family crest on it. And it also says employee records. I guess that's what's in these egg-shaped pods. You're right, hopefully one could give us a new lead. But which one? Labels are faded. Can you reveal the text? And what's this door paper? We better glue it back together. Okay. Katria, this looks like some kind of speech, or rather, a draft version of one. Listen to this. It says, "My husband and your great warrior has been killed. The war agrees, but justice will be served." Seems pretty composed. Then it goes on to say, "I don't have time for this." Obviously, the author lost their patience. You're right, since it says, "My husband," this draft must have been written by the queen herself. Which means we need to talk to Queen Shabaka. We better be on our best behavior, Katrina. We don't want to get sent back to prison. Oh dear. I hate you so much. Okay, now this. Gods, Ravi, maids, chefs, butlers, kitchen staff. Oh, Ravi. Alright, Katria, let's see which employees' records we could look into. This one has Ravi's name on it. He works at the palace but spies for the resistance. It'd be interesting to know what the farrier thought of him. And you're right, Katria, Ravi wasn't at the headquarters where we all got arrested. Hopefully this means he's still free. Let's unlock his records. Okay. No, let's get rid of all clues and then go talk to suspects. Yeah, a number's bad, but I still get letters to reveal. Okay. Great, Katria. You unlock Ravi's employee records. I'm not sure how this works, but... oh, it's projecting something. I had my eye on you for a while, Ravi. My liege, I swear that I'm loyal only to you. Words mean nothing to me. Only actions. Actions? What kind of actions? I do anything to prove my loyalty. You're getting on the bad side with him. Well, Katria, looks like the farrier was doubting Ravi's loyalty. Does this mean Ravi was in trouble and killed the farrier to save himself? Or did Ravi decide to prove his loyalty by selling us out? It can't be a coincidence that we all got arrested soon after. We'd find Ravi, Katrina. Yeah. And how did I better know where we were hiding? And I think only Ravi can tell us that. Okay, so I chat with the Queen. Queen Shabaka, we found a draft of your speech. We hoped you'd grant us an audience to... bah, that speech. I'll talk about everything else I need to do. My husband's murder is terrible, of course. A tragedy. But it does not weaken the regime. Do you think it was a political attack against your family? That's a bold question coming from someone who should be in prison for treason. It took a great deal of precaution to agree to have you investigate my husband's murder, Katerina. But Nefertiti insisted. In any case, it's your job to find out who did it, not mine. I have better things to do. Something bad for citizens, right? Alright. Ravi, did you do something? Ravi, there you are. Oh, Katrina, you're right. I was so worried when I heard the resistance had been arrested. About that, any idea how the palace guards learned where the resistance headquarters were? None. I always made sure to never go straight from the palace to the headquarters, so they can't have followed me. We found your employee records. We saw you pleading with the Farrier, telling him you'd do anything to show your loyalty. Did you sell out the resistance? Never. The Farrier just enjoyed having his employees grovel. He didn't even know I was part of the resistance. Only one was a report on other porters. What about his murder? Where were you when it happened? I was working. I didn't even hear about the Farrier until after learning about the resistance. I hope you're telling the truth, because either the Farrier is dead and the resistance is behind bars. The last thing we need is a double cross from you. That's right. What's that remote used for? Katria, is the Farrier really dead? That's crazy, and I bet it wants us to find the killer. That's crazier. I agree that it's strange, but it's better than being locked up. So let's keep our heads down and our eyes open. Did you check out that remote Katria found on the crime scene? Yeah, the killer rigged this remote to control a drone-like machine that would have flown over the Farrier's head before releasing the molten gold. It's pretty ingenious. The killer must be good at electronics to have managed to put this together. Akio may be a wizard at electronics, but Katria is a pro at investigating. Okay. Katria, everything is so crazy. First, our plan to retrieve the time machine from the palace fails spectacularly, and we get arrested along with the resistance for treason. Then we get yanked out of our cells to solve the Farrier's murder. Someone poured gold over his head through the use of a drone-like device. But who did it? And why? Nefertiti insists that we're the only ones she can trust with this investigation. I'm not sure what to make of that. The Queen, on the other hand, doesn't trust us one bit. And it's unclear if we should trust Ravi. The Farrier questioned his loyalty. Could he have sold us out to the regime? Or could he have killed the Farrier to save his cover? Anyway, Katria, you are to follow me. Come now, unless you want to return to your cell. Okay, I'll come. Wherever you're going to lead me. Alright, we gotta stop here. We gotta continue playing in chapter 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!